Okay, boys, today we're doing a Demon Hunter album tier list.
What the hell is Demon Hunter?
It's a Christian metalcore band that started in the early 2000s and has gained a steady following over the years.
Oh, that Demon Hunter. Yeah, I've listened to a lot of their work. They're pretty good.
They're not just good, Joe, they're seriously goated.
Is that why their band logo is a satanic skull?
Oh, don't start with the satanic panic bullshit, Joe. Yes, the logo is a demon skull, but it also has a bullet hole in its forehead, splitting it down the middle. In other words, it's dead, Joe, just like your reputation as POTUS.
Shut up, Donald.
Can we get going with this, please?
Okay, the first album on the list is Demon Hunter.
What's the name of the album?
Demon Hunter.
I get that, but what's the name of the album itself?
It's a self-titled album, ass brain.
I've never personally understood why bands do this, but as an introductory album, I guess it sort of makes sense.
Well, it confuses the hell out of me, but anyways. Regarding the music, its guitar work is all over the place, just way too chaotic and unhinged. It's a short-lived album with basically zero melody. D tier.
Oh, the music's too heavy. That's so like you, Joe. Absolutely no appreciation for the roots. Seems to be a running theme with your administration so far.
Chillax, you orange slice. It only has 2 ballads on it, both of which are still kind of heavy in their own right, as well as an interlude track that literally everyone and their mother skips over. If I wanted to hear a bunch of running horses, I'd go down to the fucking track. I stand by my vote for D tier.
It's honestly not a bad album for what it is, though it does sound a bit too different from the rest of the future albums for my taste. I wouldn't go any higher than C tier for this one.
Dear Christ in heaven, you both always do this shit, siding with each other all the time. It's almost like it was scripted that way.
Skill issue.
It's not a conspiracy, Donald, just personal preference. Just put it in C tier and move on to the next album.
Fine, whatever. Next album is Summer of Darkness. Ironically, that's what I call Sleepy Joe's first summer as president.
I believe this one was the first to include guest vocalists, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct, Barry. This album goes so hard, and it really sets the general tone for the next couple albums afterward. It has so many good bangers, and even has a couple ballads for our presidential softie.
You're not going to let that go, are you? Listen, I'm not entirely against the heavy shit. I'm just a huge sucker for their ballads, which get better as time goes on. When it comes to this album, I do actually enjoy the ballads on it, as well as some of the heavier songs. Both Ryan Clark's clean and scream vocals seem to be a little more refined and polished. Though a major gripe I have is the album just feels way too long and repetitive. C tier at best.
First, the debut album was too short. Now Summer of Darkness is too long for you. Will you never be pleased, Joseph?
You can please me by kindly shutting your shithole and picking a tier.
I'm going to have to go with Joe on this one. He does bring up some damn good points that I do agree with. I too think it should go in C tier.
Bullshit! This album is B tier at the least.
Put it in C tier, you flaming hot Cheeto.
This is absolute dog water.
Cry about it, Donnie. Next album.
Okay, this next one is their third album, The Triptych.
Guys, this one is literally the epitome of what it means to be goated. Absolute S tier of an album.
I won't lie, this is one of the rare Demon Hunter albums where the entire thing just absolutely slaps. Even though I lean towards the softer stuff, I can't help but find myself headbanging to each of the heavier songs on it as well. Definitely S tier.
For once, we all see eye to eye. This album is truly the face boy of the band's golden age. Perfectly balanced and great variety, killer riffs, and amazing vocal work. The Triptych will always shine as an S tier album.
Agreed. They definitely made their cover of Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck by Prong sound infinitely better than the original.
100% S tier.
What's the next one again?
You really need to start paying more attention to these titles, Sleepy Joe. This one is called Storm the Gates of Hell. Now, I do like this album for what it is, but the music sounds muffled AF, and it's usually drowned out by Ryan Clark's vocals. No offense, Clark. I don't know if this was just a stylistic thing that was trendy back in those days, but it makes it pretty damn hard to come back to the album a lot of the time. It's overall a mid-album. I wouldn't put it any higher than B tier.
Well, I for one enjoy the quieter sound quality of Storm the Gates. I also love the sheer variety this album has to offer. It has a very well-executed balance of heavy and melodic songs, such as Carry Me Down and Thorns, some of which are my favorite in their entire discography. I say A tier.
Oh, please, you can enjoy the quiet when you're dead, Joe.
Okay, I do have to agree with Joe on this one, Donald. The muffled sound quality isn't that distracting once you get farther into the album. Also, the variety and style is a huge plus, and it's really what helps this album stand out. I agree it should at least go in A tier and no lower than that.
Of course you listen to him. Why the hell wouldn't you?
Skill issue.
Majority rules. Next album.
Oh my God, you guys are so fucking based. Okay, next album, The World is a Thorn.
What a snooze fest this album turned out to be. The riff work is mid at best, and the ballads just aren't doing it for me. It's obnoxiously heavy, just like the debut album.
What the hell are you smoking, and why haven't you legalized it? A snooze fest? Sleepy Joe? This is considerably Demon Hunter's most banger album to date. All the barn burners a mosh pit could ask for, especially that insane title track. I seriously don't understand these piss-poor takes of yours. This album is at least A tier, hands down.
Bitch, your crinkly orange ass wouldn't last 10 seconds in today's mosh pits.
Oh, like you could do any better.
You're just based for the heavy shit, and it's been your only argument for a majority of these albums so far. It's a far cry from the greatness of the triptych, and therefore deserves nothing more than C tier.
C tier is pretty damn harsh, Joe. This is one of the albums in their discography with the most lit sound quality and mastering, if not the best. All the songs are clear and crisp, with solid riff work and structure all throughout. It also includes more guest vocalists, which is always a welcome bonus. The only gripe I might have is that the ending of the album could have been executed a bit smoother than it was. I have to agree with Donnie, though. This is definitely A tier.
Ha! Eat a fat chode, Grandpa.
What the hell, Barack? You're supposed to kiss my ass, not his.
Democracy, Joe.
Oh, piss off. You and I both know that's not what it's about.
Aha, I knew it.
Jesus, actual Christ, it's not a competition, guys. Just drop it in A tier. Speaking of meds, Joe, isn't it that time of the day?
Time of the what?
Oh my God, nothing, Joe. We're moving on.
I believe the next one would be True Defiance, correct?
That's absolutely right, Barry. Another blazing album we have here. I have literally no complaints, as this is just as goated as the triptych, if not better. It deserves its spot in S tier.
I 100% agree with you, Donald. This album really takes me back to the good old days of the triptych era. Stellar variety, insane replay value, and one of my favorite opening tracks in their discography, Crucifix. This one is tied with the triptych, in my opinion. It definitely belongs in S tier.
Now just hold the fuck up, Don. You can't just drop something in S tier without offering even an ass crack's width of reasoning for it.
Oh, I could offer you a wall's width of reasoning, but I doubt you'd be awake by the time I finish it. Plus, Obama here did all the explaining for me.
Cap!
Tilted.
You guys are literal man-children. Tell us your ranking already, Joe, so we can move along.
Well, I would say that it's A tier, but hey, democracy, right, Barack? So what the hell does it matter? Just put it in S tier, damn it.
Grandpa's getting a taste of his own democratic medicine. I love it.
It's not even that much of a difference, Joe.
Just move on to the next damn album already.
All right, this next one is called Extremist.
The band definitely took a mellower route with this album, at least from a musical perspective. Granted, the music can still be heavy here and there, but it's the mellower songs that truly stand out on this album. One of my favorites is the closing track called The Heart of a Graveyard.
The Heart of a Graveyard. Exactly the place Sleepy Joe is headed, am I right?
Fuck off, you tangerine-looking fat ass. You're not that far off with your Diet Coke chugging diabetes.
Okay, let's just get back on topic, please. For the sake of moving along, I'm just going to say B tier for this one.
B tier, are you serious? This mellower album is right up my alley. There are so many more ballads here, my favorite of which being the song called I Will Fail You.
A fitting song for such a failure of a president.
I will beat the ass, Don.
Just let him cook, Donald, my God.
No, you know what? This album is so damn underrated and deserves a spot in A tier. I won't settle for anything lower.
You're off your rocker as usual, Josephus. Either way, despite this album having some pretty decent variety, similar to Storm the Gates, it has that oddly muffled sound quality that takes an already mellowed out album and cranks it even lower. Though I will say my favorite track from Extremist is a fast and energetic one called What I'm Not.
What you're not is a good president, that's what.
Oh, so you acknowledge that I am in fact still the president, yes?
Keep dreaming, Creamsicle.
Pick a tier, Donnie.
I couldn't possibly go any higher than C tier.
No, it goes in A tier.
How about we just compromise by meeting in the middle at B tier?
Fine, as long as it's not A tier. Outlev is next up, and a rather overhyped album it was.
How so?
This album really exhibits the true first step into what I'm now calling the mellowing of Demon Hunter. This album showed so much promise when it was first being teased and sneak peeked, but it then turned out to just be their most watered down album to date. You want to bitch about Snooze Fest, Little Joe? Outlive was a disappointing snooze fest, and it deserves a spot in D tier.
What the hell even was that take? It's definitely not as mellow as you claim it to be. It has some pretty fire tracks like One Less Cold Blood and my favorite track on the album, Jesus Wept.
Jesus wept when you came into office, Brock.
What the fuck? Is that supposed to be racist or some shit? You know Jesus Christ was black, right?
He was Arabic, Brock, Arabic. Have you seen the people of Israel lately?
All right. The racist bullshit aside, I gotta say, I actually do enjoy this album quite a lot. Sure, it's a bit more of a mellower record, but like Barry said, it's definitely not without its barn burners. It's a nice balance of their heavy and softer sides, forming a nice rock-centric roller coaster of an album. My favorite song would have to be the one called Raining Down.
The only thing raining down right now are the tears of the American people from the travesties of your dumbfounded presidency, Joe.
Shut up, Garfield. This album belongs in B tier at the very least.
Holy damn, guys, just meet in the middle at C tier then.
Fine.
Whatever.
Thank Christ.
Coming up next is the album simply titled War.
Easiest D tier of my life.
Goddamn, you dropped that bomb faster than a boomer here nuked that village in Yemen.
Fuck you, Donald. Why so low, Joseph?
Because
he's just gonna say it's too heavy, just like 90% of the other albums so far.
let me cook, damn it.
Bite my ass, Sleepy Joe. War was such a return to form for this band. It was bittersweet to say the least.
I have to agree with the annoying orange on this one. This album brought back the groovy riff style of the golden era, while still delivering unique enough content for it to stand out. A breath of fresh air for sure. I would have to say War belongs in A tier, boys.
Agreed.
There's not a single goddamn ballad on this album. What the hell were they thinking?
There's a reason for that, Joe, but we'll discuss it when we get to the next album.
Sleepy Joe, I'm putting War in A tier, and you can cry me a Missouri fucking river.
Fuck you, Trump. You didn't let me say shit about my thoughts on this album.
Thoughts? I'm surprised you're able to even form sentences today. Maybe it's time to stop popping Xannies with Hunter, Junkie Joe.
You are such a hot-headed troglodyte with the most room temp takes I've ever heard. Barack here actually had something to offer while you just sat there like a finger-sucking baby bitch.
Holy shit, if you geezers are arguing this much over War, I can only imagine how this next one's going to go.
We're about to find out. Next up is Peace.
To build off what I said earlier, Joe, this album was released side by side with War on the same day, kind of like a double album in a way.
Wait for it.
Oh, I get it. It's War and Peace, like the book.
There it is. The gears are finally turning. So proud of you, Joey.
Correct, Joe. War was meant to represent the heavier side of Demon Hunter, while Peace was meant to embody the band's mellower side.
I honestly really like that idea because it caters to both sides of the fan base.
Be that as it may, War still outshines Peace in every way. Sure, the two albums are intentionally meant to be polar opposites, but as a longtime fan of the band's core sound, Peace just doesn't tickle the pickle, as the kids would say. I'm sure Joe Boredom over here will just gush over this album like a peppy schoolgirl with her crush. Watch it happen.
The kids don't say that kind of stuff, trust me.
You would know.
You're just salty because there's not a single heavy song on the album. Keep in mind, there are some faster, energetic ones. Granted, they're few and far between, with pretty much all of them being more melodic in nature. I don't understand why you've got such a hard-on for only their heavier music. You want to preach this shit about accepting the band's heavy roots, but refuse to appreciate their amazing skill with writing ballads.
Now hold on, Joe. This album, while nicely done, is still like 80% ballad. I do enjoy the melodies they wrote for these songs, but damn it, man, it's basically all breaks, no gas. I'm sorry, but this album is D tier. It's just way too much of a time and a place kind of album to be ranked any higher.
And there's only like one song that actually includes scream vocals and only a single fucking line during the chorus. Two Ways is a catchy song, no capping, but for fuck's sake, man, give me more screams. I agree with Obama on putting this in D tier.
You bitches are unbelievable. This album absolutely deserves A tier at the least.
Shut your geriatric ass up. And remember, majority rules, you democratic sack of shit.
Still in the room, Donald. I agree with him, Joe. It just can't go any higher than D tier.
You are such a pussy, Obama. I can't believe I agreed to be your vice president.
Excuse you, Joe?
I didn't stutter.
Skill issue.
Actually, you fucking did, asshole. But I'm gonna let it slide since we're almost done with this tier list.
Okay, boys, last album on the list is Exile.
Where the hell to even begin with this one? Exile has got to be the most experimental and divisive Demon Hunter album to date.
Similar to the triptych, I do find myself appreciating most of, if not all, of the songs on this album. The sound of each individual song is unique and distinct from each other. One of my favorite songs is Chemicals.
Of course, Basement Biden enjoys a song called Chemicals. Ironic, considering his shitty attempts to cover up Hunter's crack business.
Talk less, you orange ball sack.
And now I'm being censored.
No one's censoring you, Don. Now, getting back on topic, I will say I do enjoy the cinematic elements they incorporated into this album, as well as the fact this was the band's first attempt at a concept album. One problem I do have is that the album seems like a sort of Piece 2.0 with a little more scream vocals.
Jesus Christ, here we go again.
Let him cook, Sleepy Joe.
All I'm saying is just that it seems to be lacking that punch that most Demon Hunter albums usually have. Though the heaviest and fastest song on the album, Defense Mechanism, is the one that I love the most.
We could have used the defense mechanism when dumbass Trump's followers stormed the Capitol.
For the last fucking time, I did not incite that riot, you dementia-ridden bastard.
Will you two stop kicking each other's dicks and focus, please?
Pretty please, Grandpa?
I say this album belongs in A tier, you whippersnapping little shit.
I agree. Exile is definitely a good album for what it is, taking leaps in new creative directions we haven't heard from the band yet. I'd say A tier is honestly pretty fair. Any thoughts, Donnie?
No cap, I'm kind of sick of Sleepy Joe's based as fuck L takes by now. Honestly, I was going to put it in B tier, but for the sake of getting this shit over with, I'll cave and let you two demon craps have this one.
Christ on a stick, this took way too long.
Wait, guys, what about the non-mainline albums?
Oh my God, Barry, can we please just skip those ones? Maybe we can do a separate video for them later. But damn it, man, no cap. I really don't feel like doing more of these album tier lists.
I agree, my nuts need to recover from the shots fired.
Weird way to phrase it, Joe, but I feel you. Well, guys, I'm going to hop on Dead by Daylight for a few hours. You guys want to join?
Nah, I gotta log off for now. Jill says my computer time is up for the day and now it's nap time.
Imagine having to be babysat by your old lady.
Shut up, Trump. I'll see you later.
See you later, buddy. Sleep well.
Peace out, Home Slice.
Bidenator out.
All right, I'll see you on PS5, Barack.
Yep, see you there.
What's up, Obama?
Hey, not much, Big D. Just been grinding for blood points on Dead by Daylight. Where's Joe?
If I had to guess, he's probably taking a 10-hour fucking nap again.
Give me your clothes, your boobs, and your menstrual cycle. It's the Bidenator, bitches.
Jesus H. Christ, Joe, what the hell are you saying? That's not even how he says that line in the movie.
I just finished watching the entire Terminator movie series with my son Hunter, and I gotta say, boys, I'm hooked like a fish.
You were able to stay awake through 6 movies? I find that hard to believe, Joseph.
Bitch, there is no actual way you could stay awake that long without some kind of fluffy white substance entering your grotesque nostrils. And I think we all know where you got it from, Junkie Joe.
Keep Hunter out of this, fatso.
Guys, can we not start this shit again? Let's do another tier list.
Sounds good. What are we ranking today?
Let's pick up where we left off and rank all the non-mainline Demon Hunter albums and singles.
Oh, great. Another shit-tastic idea, just like Obamacare.
Screw you, Joe. I'll remember that.
Oh my God, let's just get this over with. First up is 45 Days, the music from the film of the same title.
This is the album that has all those instrumentals, right?
Ooh, instrumentals. Me likey.
Jesus Christ, here he fucking goes again.
Before you blow your gasket, Don, let me actually start by saying that while this album is super somber and atmospheric, it lacks any vocals, except for the 2 tracks at the very end.
What the hell is wrong with having no vocals? I could easily play these tracks in the background as I'm drifting off to sleep.
For the fuck-tillionth time today, yeah, we get it, Sleepy Joe. You're a simp for the soft shit.
Honestly, Joe, the only replay value this album really has is the final 2 tracks on the album, which are an acoustic version of Fading Away and a piano version of Carry Me Down.
In all fairness, those songs are pretty nicely done. I won't lie. But it's just not enough to justify regularly returning to this album. Sorry, Bidenator, this album is going in D tier.
Fine by me.
What the fuck ever, man. Next.
All right, next is the Live in Nashville album.
Now, this one I would say is the weakest of the side albums.
Joe must have OD'd on those dementia pills. This album really isn't that bad at all.
Absolutely. In fact, I would say it actually improves on some of the songs from the previous albums. The songs they played from Storm the Gates of Hell sounded so much better than the muffled as fuck original versions. I'm going to put this one in A tier, if there's no objections.
I agree A tier is a fitting enough rank for this album, but I do have only one gripe I'd like to vent. The album is definitely hindered just a slight bit by the pauses in between songs where Ryan Clark talks to the audience, though it's not enough of a problem to lower its ranking.
Okay, y'all got your chance to cook. Now it's my turn to speak my thoughts on this album.
You think it's dog shit because of the heaviness. We get it.
Cut me off again, Trump, and I swear to God, I'll have a Minuteman III missile sent to your door.
Here we fucking go.
This album has no place in A tier, as it is literally all filler to whet the fan base's greedy appetite while the band toils away trying to make an album everyone will enjoy.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah, no cap. That was pretty fucking deep, though not nearly as deep as Jill was last night.
What the fuck?
You basic orange bitch, I'm gonna cunt punt your ass all the way down to Australia if you don't shut the fuck up about my wife.
Careful, Sleepy Joe. If you don't watch that heart rate, you're going to pass.
Okay, Joe, just pick a tier so we can move on.
I'll be generous and say C tier, but even that's pushing it.
Sorry, Joe Boredom, but that L take you just shat out of your mouth a minute ago wasn't enough for me to give a damn about your opinion. I'm putting it in A tier.
Okay, let's just move on, please.
Next is the first standalone single titled The Wind. It was released as a part of a Christmas compilation album put together by their record label at the time, Solid State Records. For being the band's only Christmas-themed song, I would have to say it's a very well-written one. I'm sure I'll get flack from Josephus for saying this, but I love the energetic yet melodic approach they took for this song.
Cool it, Don. Believe it or not, I actually do agree with you on this one. It's such a beautiful song, and it almost seems to tell a story in a way. It really tugs at the heartstrings at times.
Wow, it seems that I dodged the Biden bullet this time.
Looks like we're all in agreement. I love the initial silence being broken only by the ringing of church bells in the beginning, with the band finally kicking in at such damn perfect timing. I could listen to this song 10 times over and still not get tired of it. Would A tier sound fair to you boys?
Sounds good to me. And you, Joe?
I say, why not? This rarely happens, so go for it.
Hell yeah, A tier it is then. Next up is Death a Destination, which was basically just the first 3 albums re-released together in newer casing and cover art. There really isn't anything new or special about this set of CDs. I'm not even sure how the hell we're supposed to rank this.
Yeah, it seems pretty redundant. No cap, I'd probably place it in a lower tier.
I gotta agree with you guys. Unless you're a die-hard Demon Hunter fan, there's really just no damn reason to be buying this set.
Okay, so where the hell am I putting this then?
What about C tier?
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know, what do you think, Donnie?
Yeah, C tier's fine, I guess.
Well, that was lackluster.
Much like that Build Back Better scheme of yours?
Trump, I swear.
Okay, so after a long time jump, we get to the next standalone song on the list, titled We Are.
We are. So fucked if you get reelected.
Wow, Grandpa, that was so damn funny that I forgot to laugh.
Can you two shut the fuck up and focus, please? This is an exclusive song written for the members of the band's fan site, The Blessed Resistance.
That's right, Barry. They released it super late, but god damn it, this song is so fucking fire. This song is literally all gas, no breaks, and it was the only song I was listening to on repeat for the next month or so after it dropped.
I agree, it's one of their best barn burners to date. It's pretty sick that the band actually let the fans send in entries to be a part of the song's gang vocals.
While you guys are gushing over this song, I'm just thinking to myself, this is the easiest C tier of my life. While it does remind me of the Triptych era, this song is just too wild for me to come back to it much. There's literally no fucking clean vocals at all.
Hey Joe, remember that bullshit you said about Obamacare?
Did you seriously just ask Joe if he remembers something?
Yeah, and what the hell are you going to do about it, Barack?
Put it in A tier, Don.
With pleasure, Barry. And Joe, eat shit, you geriatric pleb.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries, is why shit-ass Republicans should not be in charge.
Shut up, Hannibal Spectrum. The forefathers are rolling in their graves because of you.
Simmer down, ass clowns. Let's move on to the next item on the list.
Next up is the band's first fully acoustic album, Fellas, I'm immediately putting this album in S tier because let's face it, Songs of Death and Resurrection is the acoustic Demon Hunter album we never knew we needed.
Wow, for once I agree with such a base take. This album is so damn beautiful and so masterfully written that it outshines any of their previous acoustic versions of songs they made in the past.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Joe. I swear I start sweating from my eyes every time Praise the Void starts playing. This album 100% deserves a spot in S tier.
We're almost done, boys. Next is the standalone song titled I Align.
Wasn't this supposed to be on Exile?
Yes, but we don't talk about that, Brock. Not a lot of fans were too thrilled to find out that this song was cut from the album.
Especially when the song was only a part of a VIP package deal for their recent tour. I don't want to have to drop a bunch of extra money just to get my hands on a single song that I barely even enjoy.
Okay, first, how the hell do you not have the money to pay for that, Joe? You're literally the President of the United States. Second, the song is actually pretty good and has a very intriguing intro, in my opinion.
It's muffled to hell and back, but I see what the band was going for. If the sound quality would have been better, I would have put it in A tier. It's good as a standalone single, but definitely a mid-song when compared to the rest of the songs on Exile. I'm going to have to say B tier for this one.
Damn, Trump is actually bashing a heavy song. Never thought I'd live to see the day.
And I don't think I'll ever live to see the day you finally fucking die, coffin jockey.
Don, it's really not that mid, but for the sake of moving along, I'll settle for B tier.
B tier is fine, I guess.
No one asked you, Jose Biden.
Yeah, I kind of fucking noticed.
All right, last item on the list is another standalone song, The Brink.
Easiest S tier of my life.
Seriously, Joe?
I expect nothing more from an old bag of dicks that loses his stiffy every time he hears an electric guitar start chugging.
Here we fucking go again, damn it. Just because it's a very soft and different song than what you're used to hearing from Demon Hunter doesn't mean it's a bad song.
While that is true, Joe, The Brink is eons different than anything Demon Hunter has ever written. The only actual instrument used in this song is a bass guitar. All the rest is just electronics and Ryan Clark's vocals.
You started firing back before I could even finish, Little Joe. While I'm glad this song wasn't included on Exile, it's still a decent song for those that enjoy this style. The audio starts breaking up towards the ending, but apparently that was intentional.
I'll give them props for trying something new, but it's just too vastly different from the rest of their stuff to be included on an album. I'm fine with B tier, but that's as high as I'll go.
Seems pretty fair to me.
Put it wherever you want, man. This tier list is such a Trumpster fire anyways. I'm out. Later, dipshits.
Good God, that man is beyond regressed. Well, Barry, you want to hop on Fortnite? I could use a partner in crime.
Ironic considering you're about to be shit-canned pretty soon.
Fuck you, Brock. Is that a yes?
Sure, why not? Let's get some headshots before you get put in the slammer.
Damn it, Brock. Let's go.
Haha, all right, see you in-game.
And that, Joe, is how I found out pigs actually can fly.
Holy shit, that's insane, Donald.
You'd be surprised at what else they're hiding inside Area 51. Holy shit, Obama, that was the longest fucking bathroom break you've ever taken during a call.
More like an unholy shit. No cap, that bathroom's gonna be a gas chamber for days.
How the hell can a turd be unholy? It literally drops out of your...
Joe's demented brain aside, what do you boys want to do now?
What about another tier list?
Sure sounds good. What do you think, Joe? Joe!
There is no goddamn way Joe fell asleep on us already.
Oh God, yes, baby. I am down to clown, sweet cheeks.
Jesus, patty flipping Christ, Sleepy Joe. Are you even taking the right fucking dementia pills?
Let's just take Joe's sussy outburst as a yes and start a tier list.
Okay, but what the hell are we ranking?
Let's rank Capri Sun flavors.
Sounds good to me.
Seriously? Whatever, man. I can't believe I'm caving to this ass clown. All right, here we go. First up is the all-time classic flavor, fruit punch. You honestly can't go wrong with a good punch pouch. Always bursting with flavor as all fruit punch should. This is a solid as hell A-tier pouch.
I generally agree, but no cap, I kind of got burnt out of it after binging it to hell and back. It's still pretty damn good, not terrible at all. I gotta say B tier for this one, though.
It's honestly kind of mid after a while, just kind of overhyped overall in my opinion. I really think it belongs in C tier, boys.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Put this one in A tier, Donnie.
Wait, what?
I have no idea what the hell just possessed your decrepit, rotting corpse to change your mind, but I'll take it. Putting fruit punch in A tier. Next we have the easiest fucking S tier of my life, Pacific Cooler.
I agree, this flavor is incredible. Easily beats out fruit punch, no competition.
It's all right, but I wouldn't say anything higher than A tier.
Shut the fuck up, Josephus. I don't want to hear that bullshit leaking from your mouth ever again. Pacific Cooler is the goat of Capri Sun. I love cracking open these bad boys while I'm sunbathing on the beach on a hot summer day. They're so damn good.
I didn't know whales could survive on the beach.
Piss off, Sloppy Joe.
I could say I'm joining the dipshitted Republican Party, and you'd still find a goddamn fucking reason to argue about it.
Oh my God, guys, can we stay focused, please?
Yeah, Sleepy Joe. Stay focused on me dropping Pacific Cooler in S tier.
Eat shit.
More like drink shit. Because this next flavor, strawberry kiwi, tastes like it was dipped right out of a diarrhea-filled toilet bowl.
You can't be fucking serious, Don. This is dead-ass the best Capri Sun flavor, only second to Pacific Cooler. I couldn't possibly place this flavor any lower than S tier.
Shut the fuck up, Yemen. Of course you enjoy this flavor considering your love for bombs. This is one of the worst fruit juice combinations known to man.
For fuck's sake, just compromise and put the shit in B tier. It's honestly mid at best, nothing more.
Joe, bro, what about all those times you came over to play zombies? We were always sucking down on some sweet and tangy strawberry kiwi pouches. How do you not remember that?
Barry, this is Sleepy Joe we're talking about. He can barely even remember how many nuts he has downstairs.
Shut the fuck up, Trump. I'll have you know I keep my nuts up in the cabinet.
Sleepy Joe, we all know you keep your cabinet full of nuts. That much is clear.
Shut up, bitch. And as for you, Barack, just because strawberry kiwi is like the only fucking flavor you buy doesn't mean I'm gonna simp for it like you do. You're lucky I don't put this shit in D tier.
I'm the one putting this shit in tiers, Joe, not you. I'm gonna drop strawberry kiwi into C tier. C for compromise.
Not sure what crawled up Joe's ass today, but it's really starting to piss me off.
Speaking of piss, here's the lemonade flavor.
Deadass, this flavor tastes exactly like coyote urine.
How the fuck would you know what coyote urine tastes like, Joe?
Probably has something to do with that Bohemian Grove bullshit, fucking whack jobs and their nerdy D&D rituals.
Listen, boys, that's nothing you need to know about, so don't ask, KK.
Okay.
Don.
Barry, I was responding to our dear friend Joseph. What's wrong with that?
Whatever, getting back on topic, lemonade isn't my favorite flavor, but it's sure as hell not the worst. I'd place it in a mid-tier, maybe B or C.
And I'm the one with dementia? No way this piss-poor drink goes any higher than D tier.
Whatever crawled up Junkie Joe's drugged up asshole is clearly making him smarter. I agree this flavor belongs in the darkest depths of D tier.
Something's kind of sus with you two. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
How about wait until we get to the bottom of the list, Obunga, which by the way is the flavor wild cherry.
Easiest D tier of my life.
Okay, now I know you got to be fucking with me, Joe. Wild cherry really isn't that bad. I'd say it's mid at the least, B tier for sure.
Oh my fucking God, Barack, I get that you're a sucker for Mansell's dick cherries, but this just takes it to a whole new level of dipshittery.
Michelle is a woman, jackass. How many times I got to say that shit? And just what the fuck is so wrong about wild cherry?
Wild cherry is so goddamn sweet, I swear it tastes just like a fucking Tide Pod.
Once again, I agree with this old blood fart. And while I don't advise eating any more Tide Pods, Junkie Joe, I have no problem chucking this shit in D tier. One pouch is good enough for me anymore, and I feel like vomiting my damn guts out.
Sounds like a fat fucking skill issue, Donald.
All right, just for that, Brock, it's going in D tier.
Oh my God, what the fuck ever. Next are the Roaring Waters flavors, right?
Fuck the Roaring Waters variants. No one gives a shit about those. They're literally just flavored fucking water.
Agreed, flavored water is for pussies like Obama over here.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Joe?
Oh, don't try that bull fucking shit with me, Barack. Not after you sided with Trump for like, I don't know, the entire fucking last video we did.
On God, I have no idea what the actual hell you're bitching about, Joseph.
Sounds like Dingleberry over here needs some of those dementia pills, Sleepy Joe.
Can it, troll doll? This is between me and Barack.
Okay, you know what? I've had enough of your dog shit today, Joe. Have fun with Donald Dicksucker. I'm out.
Jesus, holy Christ, I've never heard you two take such pot shots at each other before.
It's whatever. He'll get over it by tomorrow, and we'll all be back here doing the same bullshit again, no doubt.
Likely so, Joseph. Likely so. Well, I gotta hop off for now. Melania's cooking up some grub, and I gotta keep this peak physique going.
All right, later, Trump.
Peace out, Bidenator.
There was so much vanilla ice cream on the floor, I swear it looked like the inside of Mr. Krabs' house when all the white paint melts off the walls.
Wait, now I'm confused. How the hell does a 60-year-old lady push over a heavy-ass ice cream machine?
What's up, fellas? What are you two hobknockers up to today?
Hey, Big D, Joe was just telling this weird as fuck story about an old lady and an ice cream machine. I think.
Jesus, Barry, did your brain have a stroke just now? Might want to get with Junkie Joe. He's got pills for that.
They're only for me, fat ass. Stop trying to hand out my meds.
I'm fine, Donald. Joe's just being weird as always.
Speaking of Joe, as much as I hate to say it, I'd like to apologize for the bullshit I pulled during the last video.
I honestly have no idea what the hell you're even talking about, Don. What happened during that video?
Absolutely nothing, Sleepy Joe. So what are we doing today, boys?
Joe, how do you not remember the soundboard video?
Barry, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could kindly shut the fuck up.
Guys, I got it.
What's up, Joe?
I know what we should do for this video.
Well, spit it the hell out, damn it.
Spit what out? I wasn't chewing anything.
I'm gonna lose it, Barry. I'm gonna goddamn lose it.
What was your idea, Joe?
Huh? Oh, right. We should make a tier list for toilet paper.
Jesus Christ, Sleepy Joe. I get that your brain power is long gone, but this just takes things to an all-time low.
Oh, come on, Donald. I'd say you owe him this for the bullshit you pulled during the last video.
Please, Donnie?
Ah, fine. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
All right, first on the list is Charmin.
I like it. It's soft and strong, but still kind of mid overall. I say B tier for Charmin.
Boys, Charmin is the absolute goat of the toilet paper industry. It's incredibly soft, and it takes a lot to tear the sheets. I'm going to have to go with S tier.
You bitches are whack. This toilet paper is the easiest C tier of my life. The softness is there, yes, but I am so fucking sick of having to repair my pipes because this shit paper refuses to dissolve.
Skill issue.
And of course, Bear E likes a toilet paper company whose mascot is a bear.
The bear mascot has nothing to do with my opinion of the paper, Donald.
The bear may be cute, Barack, but the shit is still paper.
Yeah, whatever Joe just said. I'll compromise and put Charmin in B tier. B for bear.
It's not about the bear, damn it.
All right, next up is Cottonelle.
Okay, now this paper is top dog. Each sheet has a wavy ripple texture that just woos my boo every time I wipe. S tier for Cottonelle.
Joe, that's such a stupid fucking take. You only like this kind because of the massive particle cloud it gives off every time you use it. No wonder your brain cells are fried. You're always snorting TP dust.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Donald. I don't snort TP dust.
Whatever. I say C tier for Cottonelle, C for coughing my damn lungs out.
L take.
How about we meet in the middle at B tier? I can't really see this paper going any higher than that.
Sorry, can't hear you, Brock. I'm dropping this shit in C tier.
I cannot fucking believe Cottonelle is going this low.
Cope hard or Junkie Joe. Next up is Quilted Northern. And boys, let me just say, this paper is premium as fuck. The 3-ply sheets are like silk from heaven, and they hold up so nicely when gracing the gooch. Even better, they actually dissolve when hitting the water. S tier all the fucking way.
Donald, the only reason you like this one is because your rugged Grand Canyon of an asshole needs it to be that thick. There's so much less paper with each roll because of the damn 3-ply that you end up using most of it in one sitting.
Barack, that take was a bigger flop than your foreign policy. I'll give you the smaller rolls not being enough to justify the premium as fuck pricing, but its absorbing power is damn near unmatched by other brands. I'd say A tier is fair, but S tier is pushing it.
Joe, there is no way in hell this shit paper is going any higher than B tier.
Starting to get tired of Brock's shithouse opinions. I'll settle for A tier, but I'm not happy about it. Next up is, oh God, next up is the shittiest of shit paper, 7th generation. Boys, this brand is the easiest fucking D tier of my life, and you cannot change my mind on this.
Of course your ass doesn't like 7 gen. God forbid you use a recycled paper that helps the environment.
Honestly, Joe, I got to agree with Donnie on this one. This paper is only one fucking ply, and it tears way too damn easily to be even remotely usable.
The goal is to wipe my ass clean, not give myself a prostate exam, damn it.
Oh, suck it up, Drump. You can always wash your hands afterward.
Did you really just say wash?
Piss off, Barack. I'm old-fashioned.
Let it be known that the President of the United States enjoys playing with his chocolate-colored Play-Doh.
Oh, my God.
Clearly, those dementia pills are failing you, Poopy Joe.
That's not what I fucking said, dumbass.
God, just take the L so we can move on, Joseph.
7th generation is hereby banished to D tier. And next up is another mediocre brand, Scott 1000.
Gotta agree with you here, Trumpster. There's like zero texture with this paper, and it's not exactly what you would call silky. May as well just wipe your ass with sandpaper at that rate. I gotta go with C tier for Scott.
Joe must be smoking that good Zaza. How could you hate on a TP that has an impressive 1,000 sheets per roll?
L.
That's a pretty fair trade-off. I say Scott goes in B tier at the least.
L take.
Its absorbency power is lacking, but it definitely doesn't clog the toilet every fucking time you use it.
L.
I'll settle for B tier.
Fucking L take.
Joe, shut the fuck up!
Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. I just got a little worked up, I guess.
God fucking damn it, Biden. Curb your bullshit so we can get this tier list over with.
Okay. No need to yell.
We're at the last brand on the list. Just wait till we're done, then you can have your demented outburst afterward.
Please, Joe, simmer down.
You got it, boss.
Joe, I'm not your boss anymore. Get it right.
All right, the final toilet paper brand on the list is Angel Soft.
Boys, if I may, I'd say this toilet paper has the most ideal balance between strength and softness.
Honestly, I agree with you, Sleepy Joe. This paper also is easy on the pipes, which is always a plus.
And the mega size rolls you get are such a steal for the amount you pay.
One more thing that truly makes this toilet paper stand out from the rest. Their mascot being the cutest baby angel I ever did see.
Sleepy Joe, we all know why you like the baby mascot, but I do agree that it is indeed the cutest mascot for toilet paper.
Looks like we're all in agreement, boys, and S tier is looking pretty bare.
I say Angel Soft deserves a spot in S tier just for the baby mascot alone.
I don't know if I would call that the deciding factor, Sleepy Joe, but what the hell, I'll agree to S tier.
This was honestly pretty fun, guys. What are we going to do next?
We should play a game for the next video. We haven't done that yet.
I'm down for some gaming. Let me know any ideas you two come up with. Hopefully our editor will be fine with that.
Well, guys, I'm going to log out for now. I'm finna get some chocolate chip ice cream with Jill today.
Wow, and you didn't even invite your bros. What a douche.
No worries, Donnie. You and I can go get some ourselves.
Sounds good, Barry. Later, Bidenator.
Ice cream for ice cream.
Fucking weirdo.
Yep. Hey everyone, it's your boys, the Scampaigners here, bringing you another...
What is up, my homies? The Big D is back in the game and he is ready for some fucking Scampaigners action.
Don, seriously?
Yeah, Donald, interrupting the intro like that's such a Joe thing to do.
Like hell it is. If anything, it's more like a bushy boy George thing to do.
Okay, you're not wrong there.
Facts.
But anyways, today we're bringing you all another tier list video.
Wait, speaking of, where the hell is George?
He's out windows shopping for a new headset because his original one took a massive shit on him during our Lethal League video.
And Joe is still working on his special side project, so he won't be joining us either.
Sounds like lazy writing, but whatever.
Huh?
It's been a while since I've done this shit and I'm just so pumped to get back into it.
Okay, well if you'll let me finish, I was telling our viewers that today we're doing a crumble cookie tier list.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love that place.
Yep. We'll be ranking the cookies from last week's lineup, which would be the week of August 19th through the 24th.
Sounds good. Start us off, Obama.
Yeah, Barry, this intro's gone on long enough.
All right. The first cookie on the list is the classic milk chocolate chip cookie.
Mid as hell.
Yeah, definitely mid. It's really only good as a fallback option if none of the other cookies in the lineup are floating your boat.
So basically, it's the Hillary Clinton of crumble cookies.
Okay, seriously, Donald, we're already starting with the shit talking. Hell, this is how I know you're a fucking Republican.
Oh, bullshit. That's exactly what you liberals do. Just take a good long look at the fucking comments section on literally any post on Facebook, and without fail, you'll see some pink-hair she-male vomiting insults while defending their supposed rights to pet.
Don't finish that sentence, Donald. Let's try not to get canceled by YouTube, all right?
Whatever, just move it along, Barry.
All right, so I do agree that the chocolate chip cookie is the epitome of mid, so I'll go ahead and put it in B tier.
What's the next cookie?
Next up is the waffle cookie.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. This was literally the quintessential S-tier cookie. It tastes just like a damn waffle. And the fact they put a little ball of buttery frosting on it, on top of giving you a little cup of syrup to drizzle over it, I'm telling you guys, it is a literal godsend of a cookie, a literal godsend, and it would be absolutely criminal to put it any lower than S tier.
C tier.
C tier at best.
Blasphemy! How fucking dare you? What is your defense for this absolute heresy you've just committed?
The cookie's bland as hell, Don.
Yeah, I'd rather eat Michelle's cooking.
What the fuck, Bill? My wife's cooking is fantastic.
Brock, you can't seriously be putting the transcendent waffle cookie into C tier.
Donald, this cookie is the reason you're competing with whales for heaviest mammal on Earth.
Fuck off, Bill. Why don't you go eat Manshell's cooking? Change the damn ranking, Obama.
Shut the fuck up, fat ass. My list, my rules.
You both are uncultured swine.
Says the guy who wants to deport everyone that isn't white.
Fuck you!
Both of you shut the hell up. The waffle cookie stays in C tier. Moving on.
Whatever, this is such bullshit.
What's next, Barry?
Next up is the chocolate-covered strawberry cookie. And let me just say, while I'm not going to pull a Donald with this one and immediately say it belongs in S tier,
Eat shit.
I do think this one is actually good enough to be put in A tier.
I don't know, Barry, this cookie's good, but I don't think it's A tier kind of good. I'd say maybe B tier max, not hating on it or anything.
I agree with Bill. It's not the most taste bud tickling cookie on the menu. It isn't terrible either. So yeah, I got to go with B tier also. But I think the only reason Brock likes this cookie so much is because it's supportive of his community.
There's a BLM joke in there somewhere, but I can't find it.
That joke fell flatter than the earth itself.
What?
Bill, shut up.
What, I thought they declassified...
Shut the fuck up.
Just put it in B tier and move on, Brock.
Way ahead of you, Don. Next cookie on the list is the lemon glazed cookie.
Easiest S tier of my life.
Jesus literal fucking Christ, Bill. How the hell can you possibly have the audacity to put such a foul fucking piece of shit cookie in S tier?
Dude, it's got the perfect balance of sweetness and tang, and you get a free lemon slice on top of it. It's super refreshing, and it is absolutely S tier material.
Bill, fucking listen to yourself. You are literally saying that a bullshit lemon cookie beats out something divinely inspired like the S-tier waffle cookie.
Actually, Donald, last I checked, your precious waffle cookie got put in C tier, so...
Oh my God, I can't fathom why you would even waste a single fucking penny on that steaming pile of dog shit. Like, what the fuck reason could you possibly give me for buying that worthless piss-flavored atrocity?
Okay, whatever, Donald. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and try to justify why I bought a goddamn lemon cookie like, holy fuck, dude. Maybe I just like lemon or some shit.
L take.
All right. While I disagree with Donald's piss-poor attitude on the matter, I do have to agree with him on this one. So I'm putting the lemon cookie in D tier. Sorry, Bill.
Hashtag lemon nutty.
I think Bill's gonna need some of Joe's dementia pills pretty soon.
Shut the hell up, Donald. I'm in much better mental shape than he'll ever be.
Clearly not enough to keep your wedding vows.
Donald, I swear to fucking God.
God damn, that burn went hard.
Damn straight.
Okay, just move on to the next cookie for fuck's sake.
All right, next cookie on the list is the Olivia Rodrigo Guts cookie.
Honestly, this one's pretty good. I like the fruity center on the top of the cookie. It's got like some kind of jelly in the star-shaped hole that just complements the rest of the cookie so well.
I agree. And the fact that it's technically 2 cookies in one is pretty good bang for your buck. The sprinkles are a nice little touch as well. Really helps it stand out from the rest of the lineup.
No cap, I just wasn't super impressed with this cookie. I feel like all that frosting in between the 2 cookies was a bit too much sugar all at once.
Well, yeah, that's why they're called sugar cookies, dipshit.
Like, what were you expecting? A cardboard cutout of a cookie?
He's not used to unhealthy foods. His mommy man-shell spoon feeds him only the healthiest, most organic of meals.
Fucking hell. Okay, so since I'm clearly losing this debate, what tier do you guys want the Olivia cookie to go in?
A tier.
Yeah, A tier's good.
I would have settled for B tier, but whatever. Last cookie on the list is the banana pudding.
The fact that this thing isn't even a cookie is just fucking weird considering the brand name. But I gotta say, this cup of brilliance is probably one of the best ideas they've come up with so far.
Though I believe the waffle cookie is the god tier selection of this lineup, I'd be lying if I didn't say the banana pudding is just as good as the waffle cookie. Something about this cup of creamy goodness just had my tongue absolutely twerking with joy.
Phrasing, Donald?
Oh, sorry, my tongue was tweaking with joy.
Facts.
Oh my God. Anyways, this banana pudding, while not being a cookie item, does really hit the spot.
In more ways than one, ain't that right, Barry?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Let's face it, you like it because bananas remind you of your husband man-shell.
Big fucking facts.
Fucking hell, Donald, stop saying that dog shit on camera.
Only if you agree to put the banana pudding in S tier.
I was gonna put it there regardless, you dumb fuck.
Holy hell, guys, this got pretty damn heated. You guys want to go grab something cold from Sonic?
Sounds good to me. Want to wrap this shit up, Barry?
Yep, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated on what's to come.
And there's definitely some big stuff coming.
100% facts. Well, see you all in the next one. And as always, Don.
Oh, hell yeah. Peace out, homies.